My name is Susie Estengo, and I am the former founder of Coach Matching. So Coach Matching was established back in 2008 after 7 months worth of research into the coaching industry in South Africa. One of the things I really enjoyed was that the team spent time trying to really understand my business. And that was crucial for me, because that was the difference between, am I going to stay with these guys or am I going to look elsewhere? You know, I really got a sense of they want to understand it. And then the next stage was to put me in front, to put the IM together and to put a few little bits and pieces of marketing material together to go out to the market with, to test the market. And the second thing that I liked at that point was they were very clear about what they were doing and why they were doing it. So for me, who's somebody who likes the big picture, it was really helpful to understand, we're going to try this because we want to test the market. And I love nothing more than talking about my business and the story and the history, and I get very enthusiastic and excited about it all. And they did, and they shared that enthusiasm, and that was very, very important to me. So I didn't feel like I was being processed. I felt like I was working with my team. And it was managed very professionally, but also with a degree of sensitivity. So I had been engaging with one individual, and we were getting to the point whereby he wanted to put an offer, formal offer down on paper, and I was introduced to CSA. And, you know, right from the very first interaction that I had with Roelof at the time, he struck me as somebody whose values were in complete alignment with mine. And you kind of know when you're sitting with somebody who gets you, because it's very easy to talk a good job to somebody in the initial meeting when you're schmoozing them and you want to get something from them. But even when we had to have tough conversations, he was consistently the very first person that I had met. And that for me kind of sealed the deal. The wonderful thing about the team that I worked with was I never felt that I couldn't ask the stupid question. You know, I always felt that I was 120% supported and that I knew which part of the process I was at. So there was a very clear route map. Firstly, we're going to do this, and this, you know, that is going to lead to this. And once that's happened, then this is going to be what's going to happen next. And it was always communicated to me in a way that I could understand. I think a lot of people try and prove their worth by, you know, using language that is a bit obtuse, or, you know, lots of acronyms and those kinds of things. And they didn't ever, you know, so I always felt safe, that I was in safe hands and that they had my back, and that I could ask any question again and again and again until I actually understood it. So there were a couple of tricky moments towards the end of closing the deal, and they showed me an inordinate amount of compassion as well at that point, because they could see that I was struggling with certain aspects of the final offer. And there's also that emotional aspect of letting go, and is this my life's worth, and is this how much it's worth, and, you know, am I doing the right thing? And there was an emotional process that was going on in parallel to the business practical transaction, and I felt that they understood both. It's ended up being the best possible outcome. Yeah, I've been able to still continue to grow and manage my business and concentrate on the thing that I love and that I'm good at, whilst allowing Benchmark to concentrate on what they're really good at. And so, just as I was saying earlier, it was a win-win. I don't think for a moment that I could have achieved this without them. Would I recommend Benchmark? Absolutely, 120%, without doubt.